Hello everybody and welcome to another Total Gaming Network and CS Nation presentation. As always, this is Zips, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Guild Wars 2 Beta Weekend event. Just took place, was finished last night around 3 a.m. Eastern. And for the finale, NCSoft and ArenaNet decided to go a little off the deep end, I think. About an hour before the event was supposed to finish, there was a world event in the area to the east of the Norn City, and it simply tasked players with killing all of the little critters that were running around. The problem was, the critters, I don't know, maybe rabid critters, get a little touch of the madness or something, but they were very powerful. And as you saw in the beginning there, some of the critters were hidden in barrels, and when you broke the barrels, they came out and pretty much ruined your life. I know a lot of people weren't awake, especially on the East Coast, to see this, but I figured I'd put this video up first before we get anything else up as well. It's to show you people what it was like. You can see right now I'm hunting a pig, a veteran vicious pig. It's only level 13, but man is he powerful. As you can probably see pretty soon here, he's going to take down a couple of the other players that are in the area. And they all required a great group effort to take down. As you can see, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 people are around in this area right now just trying to take down a pig. Now, typically these critters are not this damaging or dangerous, but because it was the finale event, they kind of beefed them up, gave them a lot of HP, gave them a lot of damage. Another weird thing to note is the Norn Glory acquired. You can see that on the right side. It's going up every time something dies or is damaged. Not really sure what that's all about or what that's for. Nobody seems to know just yet. Maybe we'll get a little update on that down the line. Maybe the server that had the most will get something cool. Who knows? Maybe it was just a little bragging rights between servers. The problem with that is a lot of people, including myself and everybody in my party, as you can see, we all ended up on different overflow servers. And while the idea of an overflow server in general is pretty cool, it kind of sucked not being able to do this sort of thing with my friends. You might actually be able to hear them in the background sometimes during this video because we're all in vent together talking. And we were all explaining what was going on in each of our respective overflow servers because our main server was just so packed. But that's what happens, and it's still cool though. I mean, we still get to play with the overflow servers. If those didn't exist, then you'd just be sitting in a queue forever and you'd miss out on everything. So I believe this is a second pig that has shown up. And this is the very beginning of the event. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. There is a lot of frame rate slowdown though, just because of how much action's going on. But if you think this is bad, wait until we get to the next part where it just gets even more insane. I never experienced such frame rate lag in all my life in this game until this final event. But that's what happens when you get a ton of people in one area. And as you can see right now, the Great Critter Hunt, there's a boss emblem there. So I'm going to the nearest waypoint. And so are a ton of other people. And we're heading there. We're about to go up some steps. And as we're going up, the frame rate starts to drop lower and lower. And I apologize for this. There really wasn't anything I could do. If I had fraps on, the frame rate was bad. If I had fraps off, the frame rate was bad. But again, I had everything turned up to max. So maybe it's my fault a bit, but when you get this many people in one area, everything's going to take a massive toll. So I get up here, and holy crap, look at all the ability spam there. And I'm like, what? Oh, a legendary white bunny. That is the big boss fight for this this event, which I thought was pretty cool. And there goes the frame rate. Pretty soon here, you'll actually probably see it in chat. With fraps off, I was getting 8 frames per second. With fraps on, I was getting 8 frames per second. So you can see just how much that impacted things there. But I mean, you've got easily 30 or so people, if not more. It's kind of hard to tell in all the mess there. Just spamming abilities constantly on that bunny. I think the bunny is stun locked, like he can't move from that position, so at least it made my casting of abilities a little bit easier. I can just get the general area for the area of effect spells, but in general, it was just auto-attacking for the most part. It was just absolute mayhem. It was quite a bit of fun. I only wish that there were more things, more critters, more boss fights like this in it. But, you know, whatever. It was the first public beta weekend event, so you can't really ask for too much. Maybe the next one it'll be something ridiculous like a dragon or something. That's honestly what me and the others I was playing with thought that it was going to be. But it turned out not to be the case. See in the chat there, somebody saying shoot him in the knee, but we took him down, and from my understanding, we were actually one of the earlier groups to take that rabbit down. Now, after the event, or after the boss fight rather, these champion bloodthirsty black moa birds started appearing further up in the north in the area that we were in, and they pack quite a wallop as well. They have an ability where they could actually pull in 2 or 3 people at one time right next to it, and then he will exact his revenge on them by stomping down on the ground, causing damage. Fortunately, because the gameplay mechanics, it's easy enough to like roll out of the area that he's about to hit, or pop an ability such as the one where the fire boots that I have, where I roll backwards, leaving a trail of fire. So it was really never too much of an issue. The only problem was when you got pulled in and you were the only one there to take the brunt of the damage. But fortunately, a lot of people were there all the time, so it wasn't too bad of a deal. And again, he has a ton of HP, ton of ability spam again. And these groups, they just form randomly. This is a world event. Nobody in here is partied up. Like I said, the party I was with, we're all in different servers anyway. Which is hopefully something that is addressed for the next beta or even the final release, depending on what they decide to do. So we're burning him down here, literally. I'm using fire, and here we go. He pulled me in, and I just back up as quickly as I can, and don't take any damage. I don't take any real damage there. The interesting thing to note here, too, is because we're in an area that is sort of early level stuff, the game does down level you. And this is common throughout the rest of the game as well. Say you're a level 20 and you go into one of the earlier zones, you're not going to be able to just steamroll everything. The game will lower your level, which lowers your health, which lowers the damage you can do. So the game is really dependent on your skills and abilities as a player, more so than anything else. Yeah, you do get some more unlocks further into the game that you go, the higher level you are, but there are more support abilities. Like, you can see the sigils down there, and I'm sure I just ruined that word. But again, moa birds, they just kept coming up. And the really interesting part of this as well is the fact that while this was going on, there were other world events going on here. The normal gameplay world events. So there are, you can see, the son of Sven, I think, I can't even read that. I can't remember what exactly it said, but the sons of a certain group, they were there because they were part of their own world event. So this keep that we're nearby, it's under the NPC's control right now. So we gotta kill the Moa, go take back the keep so that people can spawn there. Because there's a spawn point, a waypoint there. So that was really interesting. It definitely added to the difficulty. But again, just kept knocking these things out time after time. And after the bunny attack, this was pretty much the only thing that went on. So if you were upset about missing the finale, yeah, there were some cool things here and there, and the fact that some of the woodland creatures will utterly destroy you, that was an interesting thing. But beyond that, I don't think you missed too much. It was enjoyable. It was fun. It was a fitting end to the finale, the beta weekend. Good finale. And here I am just reviving people. Reviving is very key in this game too. Whether you're in PvE or PvP, if you see somebody down, go help them. You get experience points for it, and you get, sometimes they thank you. If they're nice, they'll thank you. And if there's not a lot going on, they'll thank you. But you can see here, we're actually in that red circle there. That's not a damage circle or anything that's going to hurt us. That's just for us to be in there to reclaim control over this keep that we're at. And again, take down the black moas. take down the other NPCs. And there we go. Not too much else to say about this finale right now. Again, I've still got a ton of footage to go through. There's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot more in-depth, detailed discussions going on. So if you don't understand everything that's going on here right now, don't worry. It wasn't my intention to go into great detail in these first couple of videos, just to give you a general overview of the gameplay. But I hope you enjoyed watching this and our previous video. They're all in the playlist if you missed them, so you can catch those at any time you want. And as always, this has been Zips with Total Gaming Network and CS Nation. We will catch you next time.
And now I'm up over 15,000.